So, pet sitting, the dream, the nightmare. What does no one warn you about? Let's dive in. So yeah, I'm at the back end of a 2-week pet sit. And one thing about pet sitting that no one talks about, the burnout. I mean, 2 weeks living in someone else's house, following their routine with their pets, and don't get me wrong, I love it. I absolutely love the dogs. But yeah, there's such a burnout that happens, especially after like 10 days. I try not to take bookings that are super long because of that, but sometimes things happen, and I mean, it's nice having access to laundry, shower, AC, all of that over 2 weeks. Like, it's wonderful, but like, I'm ready to go back to my routine, not pet sitting. Because in between, like, I have a set routine, a set place I go and get all of the things I need done, and it's kind of hard to do things when you are following someone else's routine. So yeah, first off, 2-week pet sit seems like a dream, especially for someone who lives in a van, right? But you're never really off. You are constantly worried about every little thing because you're not in your own space. You're walking on eggshells. I mean, I don't want to mess anything up in someone else's home. I'm pretty careful about what I do, what I use, etc. But yes, you're following someone else's rules. You're hyper aware of every little thing, every mess, every little cluster of fur that happens, because let's be honest, no matter what pet you have, there's fur and it builds fast. But the longer the sit, the more drained you really feel. You know it's not your space. It's not your home. And honestly, on these long sits, I begin to miss the van. Like, no, our van isn't finished yet. It's a mess. Actually, there's gonna be a build update coming out next week probably. But yeah, like, it's a mess. Nothing's done. But it's my space. It's my home. And I miss that. I miss just being in my own space. And we're creatures of habit. We all create our own little rituals, our own little things, and when you're at a pet sit, your entire routine is disrupted. The constant mental load. Like, you're not just watching an animal, you're dealing with feeding schedules and potty routines and playtime, emergencies, there's random check-ins from the owner, which is fine. I usually, every day, I mean, longer ones, it's like every other day, I send pictures of the pets, updates, etc. But your brain never really shuts off. You're constantly managing everything. And I've done pet sits with cats. God forbid you can't find the cat. Like, and let's be honest, cats are elusive. I've had cats just kind of not show up for like a day, and then you find out they were hiding in some random corner under the bed or in the bed in one case. But like, a dog could get sick, you can't find the cat. Like, the anxiety, you're constantly thinking about every single thing, and that can be hard to manage, especially when this is your livelihood. So it's not just a break from the van, like, this is my life. I mean, I'm taking care of these pets and their existence is in my hands for the duration that I'm here, and it can be, depending on the way the house sit is like set up, it can be really isolating, especially with like overnights. Like, yes, it's me and my wife, but I've had to miss like book club and game nights and stuff that I have set up with my friends. But like I'm literally caring for someone else's family member, and most of the house sits I can sneak away for book club for a couple hours. Some of them I have owners who like, no, my dog cannot be left alone for more than like an hour, which is fine. But 2 weeks not being able to go anywhere, and mind you, that client, she's really nice and everything, but if you leave the house at all, she's like, she will text you right away because she can see on the Ring camera when you leave and be like, you need to be back by X and X time, and it's really overwhelming, and she was a good hour away from anything, so like it was definitely a challenge. And I mean, some are more chill than others, but it can get lonely, and there's definitely challenges. When you say you're pet sitting, they don't see it as a real job. Mind you, I've made more doing pet sitting and drop-in visits and dog walks on Rover than I make at any real job in California right now. And that's just kind of the fact of it. Like, it is a real job, and you are taking care of someone's literal family members. Like, it's not much different than doing home health, or, I mean, I was a CNA for years. Like, yes, it's more chill because it's not a human. They are pets, but they're still family members, and there's still a lot that goes into it. Pet sitting can be super rewarding, and honestly, I rather do this than an actual job anyway, and it is a really great van life solution, especially with the new laws going into place. But it can be exhausting and isolating and emotionally demanding, and sometimes you're gonna feel burned out from it. You're not crazy, you're not lazy. It's a lot more than just cute dogs and cozy couches. And if you need to take a break, take a break. Does pet sitting? If you've ever hit your breaking point during a sit, drop a story in the comments, because I promise you're not the only one. And if you're thinking about getting into pet sitting, just know the full picture. It's not all cuddles and chill.